Oh yeah. That's a good one. That's a good one. Oh yeah. He choked it too.
Some of the best yet. Some of the best yet. They bite like that, like that, like that. Big bass, double digits.
Kick up the fire right on top. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's your man's Oliver Nye here. Today we're gonna have some fun with this bait here, the Nomad Vertrex. Now you guys have probably seen the other videos where we're fishing the Vertrex Max. If you notice this bait here that's pinned completely to this fish's mouth, it's actually got a rounded shoulder. So it's got a different vibration profile and it's got a different downward swim on the paws. We're gonna show you guys when we like to throw this bait versus the Max. We're gonna go through the tackle breakdown on what we like to throw this on. We're gonna have some fun today. Check out those BKK Spear extra wide gap trebles. Those are sticky. Subscribe to the channel. We appreciate you guys tuning in. Here we go. That's another good fish here. This is a special bait and it's different. Different enough for me to want to have it on the deck, as well as the Vertrex Max. There you go. Oh gosh, catch and release. It works. That guy actually popped it good. Now I really like having both baits to show these fish something just slightly different. Sometimes they want that harder vibration of the Max. Right now they're responding really well to the more subtle vibration and that more of a lazy swim of the standard Vertrex. That's a great bait. Now this was a bait designed for the inshore saltwater scene. So out of the box they come with some incredible BKK trebles, but they're very thick gauged hooks. So I went and swapped them out with BKK extra wide gap spears, and they're much thinner diameter, they penetrate so much better, and they really hold these fish when they want to go airborne. And we're just firing this thing on this big mud flat and incorporating the vibing technique developed down in Australia. Very popular lure style for barramundi fishing, Murray cod, and I think Australian bass. And it's got worldwide application. Oh my gosh, I just got throttled. Oh my gosh, I just got throttled again. All I'm doing is I'm lifting the bait and I'm keeping tension on this bait. I'm not letting it fall on too much of a slack line. Because of the way this bait falls and wants to swim sideways, if you throw too much slack in it, it's probably going to foul hook itself, just like a glide bait or a jerk bait. You want to throw just a hair of slack in it to allow that bait to travel and swim down to them. These fish are chasing this bait straight up off the bottom and at the apex of your rip. They're following it and it pauses, and they are eating it as soon as it pauses on the top of your rip like this, or as it's slowly descending and swimming. And this is where this bait really shines. We're fishing it on a, gosh, what is this? This is a 7'1" Megabass Valkyrie. Pretty fast gear ratio reel here, 7 or 8 to 1 to pick up that slack quickly. And for me, One of the keys is the 50-pound braid, and this is Defiant smooth casting braid. It's an 8-weave braid to a short 23.6 pound fluorocarbon leader. And you guys might ask, like, oh man, that sounds like a heavy leader. Why? Number one, I like these baits. I don't like breaking them off, and I don't like breaking off fish. And occasionally, you really got to put the muscle to these fish to keep them out of shallow cover. So when you connect with one of these bigger 4 to 8 pound fish, I've got a little bit more muscle to really manhandle them. Strong bastards.
All takes.
Wine. Nice fish, bud. What do you think of that bait?
That's insane, man. This bait is wrecking them.
Lets you do things like that. I mean, eating it. Nomad Vertrex. It's gonna be a revolution here on the freshwater scene with this bait, I'm telling you. People are gonna trip out. Thanks, honey. So as you can see here, it's a really short fluorocarbon leader, and this is also a Defiant shock leader. 23.6 pounds, connected with an Alberto knot, and I like it just long enough, 12 to 18 inches, and short enough to where I don't have to wind that connection knot through the tip. And also that short fluorocarbon leader makes it much more easy to manage. It allows that bait to swim unhindered because that 50-pound Defiant braid is thin. It's probably 8 or 10 pound mono equivalent. So it's allowing that bait to behave as it was designed, but you're getting the benefits of that heavier gear and up your percentages of landing them. Really, really fun way to catch them. Lift up, big sweeps can be the trigger some days. Multiple stage pops can be the trigger others. Experiment with it, just like anything else. There is no perfect way to fish this bait or any other bait. You always want to experiment. Let those fish tell you what they want. And right now, Rick is actually throwing the Vertrex Max just to keep them honest, because there are times when they prefer one or the other. Great 1-2 punch. Hell yeah. Give me another one. Nice. My man.
That's what's up.
Just a picture, pull that thing up.
That's what's up.
I'm gonna walk you guys through a really effective retrieve style for this Nomad Vertrex. We're on a big mud flat right now, so a long cast is crucial. 7 foot plus long rod is key, and all I'm doing is I'm incorporating different lifts and pumps into the bait, but make sure you don't throw too much slack into that. Because of the way the Vertrex wants to swim on the descent, it will foul itself if you throw too much slack into it. So just keep it a little bit tighter, hold it. Those fish are shooting off the bottom as that bait rips away from them, and they're crushing it at the very peak of your lift.
Nice.
Or as that bait starts to swim down. Super fun way to fish this bait. And because you were fishing that braid to fluoro leader, you feel everything. I mean, they crush it. So much fun. Make sure you guys follow the Nomad Vibe Tribe, Nomad Bass, Nomad Tackle USA on all the social media networks. Lots of cool things coming from the Nomad Vibe Tribe and Nomad Tackle USA. Top of the apex of that rip. Oh gosh. Good fish. Strong one. Fantastic bait, man. Nice and quiet. If you're fishing heavily pressured waters, community holes, where these fish have seen a standard lipless bait with rattles and BBs, great option to show them. And the nice thing about these things being soft is they will come back for this thing again and again if they miss it. It feels real to them. And you're not losing any paint. There's no hook scarring, there's none of that. Like, this thing looks brand new, but I've caught 20 or 30 fish on this bait already. Thanks, brother. Here we go. Just found him again. Oh my god, that's a solid one. Nope, too much noise. That's why I love the talons. So, we talked about windows here, and the window kind of shut off. I jumped off a 7 or 8 pounder easily. This is a solid fish. And since then, it kind of went quiet. That big one coming off might have just spooked the school. So I just picked the talons up, just went searching, and we ran into this guy on the standard Vertrex. Yeah, thank goodness I had those BKK extra wide gap spears. She came up thrashing, trying to throw it too. We got her, baby. The glass action on this Valkyrie, I think, helped keep those things pinned too. So, my gosh, that's a good one. Put them in the boat tonight. You have a shop, like your bait shop at the house? Yeah. Bigger this much. Oh, it's a better one. Oh yeah. That's a good one. That's a good one. Oh yeah, he choked it too. Oh gosh, this fish choked it. You done yet, honey? How you doing? Oh gosh. Stop jumping. Oh my god. Check that out. Nomad Vertrex, the standard. Get you some. We'll link you guys in the description below. Amazing bait. Having a blast with it. They are crushing it.
Some of the best yet. Some of the best yet. They bite like that, like that, like that. Big bass, double digits.
Kick up the fire right on top.
Low fall, blast off, trying to get some cast off. Doing this here for years, get my pass on. Green mask on, putting in work. Snap back, got me focused, never settle on a shirt. I missed one and hit one, man, that's getting some. 2, 3, 4, 5 more, come on, that's ripping up. The way the bass sticking, the way my feet.